welcome out. I'm here, Parris. This is my talk tube. Talk about what I want to talk about. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, man, Parris right here. What's going on? Hello, everybody. Hope all your problems are small and you're larger than them. You know. Well, this is my first to do this. No, it's not my first practice run or whatever. Excuse me. I've done this before, but never have put it out there, you know. But I've got an opinion just like some other people do, or I've got some beliefs, and you know, I think this anybody wants to exercise their right to do that is apparently, from what I've heard, they have the right to do that. Although it is in question. I'm sure a lot of you know about that. It's one of the concerns of the nation and the world is our constitutional rights, you know what I mean? And if you don't know what I mean, look around, you know, see if you can catch some information, Google it, heck, you know. It's amazing what Google can pop up for you, you know. But once again, you know, I'm Parris, and I'm kicking it, man. I'm just like everybody else trying to make it out here. Some days are better than others, and I'm okay with that, man, because there's a lot of good days. And a lot of good days are because of the way I feel about them, I believe. Even in my hardest of days, they were not good days. But, well, I tell you what, I learned the lessons to never want to get back into those positions again. And, well, I work every day at it not to be. So if you're struggling out there and you're having issues, you know, I mean, you know, homelessness and things like that, man, I feel for you. I really do, man. Be honest with you, when that crap happened with me, man, I had to go get a real job. People don't want to hear it. I've talked to I don't know how many homeless people out there on the streets of Austin, LA, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, a few, but you know, they don't want to hear that, and that's what it took for me to get back up off the streets and back into my house and living straight again, living right, you know. And well, sometimes reality doesn't make sense for people, and if you're one of those people and you want to get by on what you're getting by on, then keep on getting by on it and don't feel bad about it. You know, have pride in what you do. I know many of people that I've met through, not many, but quite a few people that I've met through the years that are proud. They'll tell you, hey, I'm out here because I want to be. Period. You know, for whatever their reason is, because they wanted to have more money to do whatever they wanted to do, you know. And, you know, a lot of those guys worked off and on and stuff, or worked permanently, you know. They just didn't want to pay rent. And that's their business. And they really weren't complaining that much, you know, but sometimes their hand goes out more than others. And at other times, they'll be right there to help you. That's the beauty of people, no matter what situations that they're in. As a matter of fact, I was telling a very wealthy person that I know very well that people seem to help them out more than even the wealthy people do, you know, and just couldn't understand why the wealthy people he knew, or she knew, I'm sorry, weren't in more of a lending hand or giving hand or an opportunity type of hand, what have you. And you know what I think? I think that they just kind of maybe either are selfish or they just kind of forgot. You know, everybody's kind of into their own thing and worried about what they've got going on themselves. They don't tend to worry about other people's, you know, so if you made it into their house, so that was for a reason, you know, maybe the reason you need, I don't know, but, you know, it's all individual. Everybody's a little bit different, but in genuine, still the same, for the most part. Yeah, we take on different habits and different beliefs, different looks, and, you know, religions, what have you, and, well, some people run faster than others, too, you know. Women and men, you know, two different body types there, buddy. Oh yeah, and we need to keep it that way. keep sports, I believe, separate. That'd be nice. Unless they want to have like an event like that. And, I don't even want to get into that. But everybody should be on an equal playing field. Unfortunately, the boat's already been tipped over for a long time, so swimming up out of the water, try to make it on board is pretty difficult, and then to stay up there, well, it's almost like you have to give something up just to be on top, Is it worth it? Probably not, man. Depends on what you're having to give up, I guess. Like freedom's not no good, souls are no good, loyalty's no good, they're just, so you get the point. It's like driving down the highway, you're doing a little bit over the speed limit, but you're not like, breaking the world record or nothing, land speed record or anything, and bam, somebody passes you up, and then here come the lights, and who are they going to pull over? They're pulling you over. How about that? You weren't even the one that was speeding, really. I mean, you were, but you weren't, I mean, you were, but that's the chances that you take by just going a little bit over the limit, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can push it just a little bit too far, and it may not even be that like over the edge or whatever, but you just got to know where your braking point's at, the snapping point, and stay on top of that with full awareness for sure. Because we all do it, we all take those extra little risks that are just really second nature at this point, I would imagine, for most. Probably don't even really think about it that much, about going a little bit over the speed limit, Like I said, you know what you're doing. So, well, that's about it for right now. I just wanted to say hello, and hopefully I'll be making a few of these and sharing some thoughts and some ideas and stuff. It's kind of an open forum. Feel free to comment about anything that I've said. I'd appreciate the personal stuff left out of it, but if you must, you must, So, bon voyage and ciao, or whatever they say, and I'll say, see y'all later, I guess. All right, man, or talk to you later. Peace out, man. This has been Blasted, a Parris production, OneNote.World Entertainment. Thank you, 2025.